JBTV.
Say JonnyBeeTV.
JBTV.
Yes. What it do, y'all? It's your boy JB. We on JonnyBeeTV. I got a very special guest in the building. We got the model in the building, Kennedy Harris in the building. How you doing?
I am doing well. How are you this evening?
I'm good. I'm happy to you got me here today.
Yes.
I do want to say I'm gonna learn something today because I do get all walks of life on here. I don't have many models on here, so I want to learn a little bit about modeling and get your story at the same time. So it's a big event for me too as well. So I'm happy to have you on.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
For sure. Before we get into that though, what do you like to do? What's your hobbies outside of modeling? What you like to do on your off time?
I like to work out. I like to spend time with my family and friends. And I love to model, obviously.
Yeah. I feel that.
Yes.
So yesterday we had the Fashion and Furious.
Yes.
The show yesterday. So
no, yesterday I had went and I attended Akira's fashion show in Chicago.
Oh, okay.
It was a great event. It was like, you know, one of those things where I was kind of invited to it in a way. I RSVP'd to be there. And I went, and it was a great event. So
you went to the show support yesterday. Was the fashion show this week?
It's coming up next Tuesday.
Oh, it's coming up, so it ain't even happening.
October the 7th, 2025.
Okay.
7:00 p.m. Belly's Bistro and Spirits. It's Fashion and Furious. Yes.
Okay, give me a breakdown. How did that all come together with that event?
So I did a fashion show last year. It was the Golden Fashion Show event that took place in November of 2024 last year. And so I am just doing an annual model-led fashion show. This will be my second production that I put together, Ken Vogue LLC production.
Okay.
And pretty much my shows, of course, as I said, obviously are model-led because me, myself, I'm a model and I advocate for models. So, yeah, I'm super excited for the event. It came about because I did want to do another event this year. I just didn't know when kind of thing. And I was just talking to one of my guys, Don, to be specifically. Me and Don was just chopping it up, and I was just telling him I really want to do another fashion show. He has an amazing brand, Don Life, and he will be a part of the show.
Okay,
and so yes, and so we kind of explored some venues together because he know the people up in Belly's. Shout out to Mike. And so Don kind of got me the connection in there just so I can go see the venue for myself to see if this would be, an ideal spot to do my show. Because, of course, I have options now, And I did decide to go, of course, finally with the Belly's Bistro venue. So it's going to be super lit because it's nice in there. And I've been in there on a couple occasions myself, outside of my show, of course, just spending time with friends for their birthdays and stuff. They do karaoke on Wednesdays.
Oh, okay.
It's cracking.
Yeah, it's live.
Yeah, it's live.
Okay.
I also just recently had Offset in there. I seen on their social media page.
Oh, that's lit. That's super lit.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Celebrities in the building. But we get a lot of motion coming through Milwaukee nowadays.
Yeah.
But anywho, I am super excited for the event. So yeah, we having it at Belly's Bistro. Food will be provided with the VIP tickets, and then I also have standing room tickets available for other guests that want to come and just spectate and enjoy the night, enjoy the show, enjoy the vibes. Starts 7:00 promptly. Doors open at 6 though for VIP members to come, network, socialize, eat their food, and get ready for preparation of the show.
Yeah, hey, I see already you're a professional at the promoting everything. They need you front page for everything. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it's that for real, you know. And I'm super excited to just, be able to do things like this because there's not too many models, that are throwing their own fashion shows. So I'm just grateful to be a part of the excuse that.
Oh, no, you all good.
I am so grateful to be a part of the movement here in Milwaukee within the creative community, just giving opportunities to fellow creatives like myself.
Yeah, and you're actually my first model I had on here, so it's a real good experience. I like that. Yeah, for sure.
Thank you for having me.
We're gonna stamp it. It's history.
Thank you.
For sure. And you brought up Milwaukee. We in Milwaukee. Give me a little breakdown of your upbringing and growing up in Milwaukee. You grew up here in Milwaukee?
Yeah, born and raised. Lived here my whole life. I did go off to college in Alabama for about 4 years, obviously 5 years. I didn't finish.
Oh, okay.
And that's all right. I'm doing great for myself.
Yeah, most definitely.
But yeah, so I've been here my whole life, and I started modeling here when I was 16 years old. Carlos, shout out to you, because I always give you your flowers and getting me started within this modeling industry. The first ever photo shoot I ever did was with Carlos. If I can recall, it was so long ago, but he made a post looking for a model, and I just so happened that day, I'm like, let me go take some pictures. You know, I was looking good. I just got my hair done. My makeup was done. I had went to and got my makeup done by a makeup artist. Shout out to Jay. She was my first ever makeup artist to ever like put makeup on my face. And I can recall Jay did my makeup that day. Very, very beautiful makeup she did with like these rainbow colors on my eyeshadow. And I had this like blue, navy blue bob in my hair. And those were the first photos I had ever took. And those were with Carlos and another creative. Her name is Monica. So I took those photos with them back in 2016. And from that point on, I didn't model too much after that when I was in college, because I went to college 2018 after I graduated high school, obviously. When I was in college, I did a few photo shoots for like my birthday. But that was it. I really wasn't into the modeling. I actually didn't really start runway modeling until 2023.
Okay.
2023 is when I did LA Fashion Week. I did get sponsored to go through this agency. It's called the Model Experience. Yes, the Model Experience, TME for short. And I got sponsored to go by a brand out of New York that I am a brand ambassador for still. Shout out to Hunters.
Okay.
That's the fam.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, shout out to them. And I also got support from family and friends, of course, to go out there and participate in LA Fashion Week. So that was my first ever runway show that I ever did. And then from that point on, I just kept doing shows. I went to model calls, and I got training by Honey Jones, and I also got training from Sherry Gearhart. I give those two ladies all of my props when it comes down to runway training and modeling, because Honey Jones definitely showed me a lot. I was very new to the game, and she gave me the best advice and skills just being a runway model. As you know, I'm not that small like all the other, you know, little runway models. So she definitely gave me some pointers. And Sherry Gearhart, I did a model workshop class that I did invest in, and I had a blast. I recommend it to anyone who's serious about modeling to invest if you're serious in your craft. If you really want to learn, you know, how to do something for real, and you're serious about it, if you have the means to invest in yourself and your craft. So I did invest in myself, and I did take a model workshop class with Sherry Gearhart, and I also participated in a show that she had in Chicago. It was excellent. And the training that I received was top tier. I received training from models that are signed and people who have been in the industry for many, many years. And so that's something I will always forever cherish and appreciate as I continue on with my journey now. So, yeah. Yeah.
What's some of the preparation that you have to go through as a model, just on a day-to-day or getting ready for a shoot or a runway? What's some of the preparation you go through?
I am big on skincare. I do have an esthetician that I go to. Her name is Kira, Soulful Skin Studio, you guys, okay? I am a brand ambassador for her as well. So first and foremost, I love to take care of my skin and my face, because that's what people see when you know, walk in the room. They're going to see your face first before they know your name. And as a model, obviously, you know, you want to make sure you're taking care of yourself, but not only, you know, your skin, but just your health overall. Going to that gym, working out and being consistent, maintaining a healthy, balanced diet. So it's all, you know, starts within, of course, but then, of course, you just want to make sure you're taking care of your physical appearance as well. So I guess preparation, you could say, just making sure that you taking care of yourself all around.
Were you inspired by a certain model, you know what I'm saying, when you first got into modeling? Like, was it a big inspiration, like a role model you had? Just or somebody to look up to before you got into modeling?
I do have a friend. She is no longer here with us. But
rest in peace.
Yes, I love her, Chanel. I will say her name always, but Chanel always had wanted to be a model. And it was funny because honestly, I never thought about modeling for real. I mean, I always got told, oh, you should model, you're so pretty, model. But I never really was into it at first. My friend did pass away a few years ago, and that's kind of what motivated me to start runway modeling, as crazy as it sounds. I kind of just dedicate that to her in a way. Yeah.
But that's important because now in a way you keeping her name alive through your work and what you do.
Always in my craft. So yeah, every time I step on her, I think about my girl, man. Like, man, what she could be. What if she was here right here with me, man? But you know, things happen, unfortunately.
As far as like with modeling and agencies and stuff, how do all that work? Give us a quick breakdown for it, because I'm not sure. I don't know about modeling and stuff like that to a certain extent. So I'm from the outside looking in. Give me a breakdown on just how everything works.
So when it comes down to like being signed and whatnot, I mean, there are signed models, there are independent models like myself. I do aspire to be signed one day, but I just want to be signed to the right agency. And that's what it really boils down to. When it comes down to being a signed model, of course, you just want to make sure that you're going with the best agency for you. I always say, do not pay these agencies to model. They should be paying you. Models should be paid. That is something that I kind of live by. That's also how I facilitate my shows as well. I do give my models a portion of proceeds out of ticket sales that they sell because I believe models should be paid. I'm a model. I like to get paid, you know, and I don't get paid for every production, but that's fine. But models who are we're making the show, other than the designers who are putting us in the clothes, of course. And of course, when the designers are, you know, putting us in their clothes, they try to sell their clothes. So that's the whole purpose of a fashion show, to promote their brands, and then us as the models, you know, we're modeling their brands. But when it comes down to like the agencies and stuff like that, I say just do your research on the agencies, make sure that they're fully accredited. And just use your discernment when it comes down to a lot of this stuff too within the modeling industry, because it can be a dangerous thing. And that's with anything or any industry that you're in. Just make sure that you're doing a lot of research on things before you just sign your life off to people.
Yeah.
I am going to try out for an agency this upcoming November in New York. So I am looking forward to that because I am just trying to find different opportunities within this industry just to see how far I can get, honestly.
So far too, I see like you brought up New York. I see you travel all through the states and out the country.
Yes.
Where all have you been? Where has modeling took you?
Okay. First show I did was in LA Fashion Week, so I'm gonna start there. Just a timeline, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
I've done shows in Chicago. I've done at most, I want to say 2 or 3 shows in Chicago.
Okay.
2 shows in Chicago, 1 show in LA. Never done a show in New York yet.
Okay, it's coming.
Right. I've done many shows here in Milwaukee. And that's pretty much it as of now. So I'm not going to, of course, limit myself because I do believe I have more opportunities coming my way. But yes, just so far, LA, Chicago, and Milwaukee are the places I have modeled. I'm also a travel agent, though, so I travel a lot.
Okay, yeah. Give me a breakdown about traveling, because we're in Milwaukee and we want, especially with the kids that watch this, how important it is to see the world outside of Milwaukee.
Oh, yeah, definitely. As a kid or a young woman who grew up here in Milwaukee, it's definitely more out here to this world than it is in Fond du Lac. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Ain't nothing wrong with it,
I'm not saying it like that, but I'm keeping it real, y'all. Y'all got to go and explore. Get in that car, take a road trip if you are able. Get out the city, go enjoy. More outside the city, because it's more in Chicago too. I know Chicago's right next door, but hey, y'all, like, go to Minneapolis or something, Mall of America. If you're taking a road trip. I mean, even the Dells is fun to me. It's right up the street, but I'm just saying, like, places that are near, that you could just get out of Milwaukee. Moral of the story, is get out of here. Any chance you get to get out of Milwaukee, I say go. Take that opportunity, go. Yeah. Travel. Don't be scared to get on that plane. Say a prayer and trust in God, okay? That's what I do.
I'm with you on that, for real. As far as like the mental aspect of modeling, what's the toughest thing, as far as what you go through on a day-to-day with modeling? What's the toughest thing?
That is a good question. It's kind of got me a little, a little gagged, I guess you could say. The toughest thing I could say about modeling it's just making sure that you never get discouraged by a no. Because people are going to tell you no. I've been told no many times. You know, I went to model calls and they didn't want me. It's okay. Go to another casting because they're going to want you, and 10 times out of 9, it's a better opportunity. There's always opportunity within this industry as long as you put yourself out there. If you don't put yourself out there, then you're not going to get opportunity. I mean, that's just with anything in life, you know. I always say put yourself out there, be yourself, you know, be original, because originality stands out. You don't want to, you know, fall in line with the crowd. You know what I mean?
No, that's real.
So it's just one of those things where I just say be confident in yourself 100%. And always just, you know, stay true to self.
Hey, and it is important in a lot of lanes to create the wave and people follow the wave, then you just following the wave and be like everybody else. That is important. And it's sort of like the same question, but how important is confidence? Like not just to you, but as a model altogether, to be confident. How far to your confidence level do you have to be as a model, do you feel?
Well, I'm gonna be very honest with you guys, but I'm in love with myself.
Yeah, you got to.
I just feel like as a model, you do have to be 100% confident within self. Know that you are gonna be surrounded by 1,000 other beautiful women. We're all models, you know. It's just one of those things where you just have to be, you know, confident with yourself, just knowing that you're that girl. And that's how I feel. I mean, any room that I walk in, I feel like I'm that girl, and I feel like the next woman is too. You know. We all can be that girl together.
Yeah, I feel that.
But yeah, so it's just confidence is definitely key though when it comes down to modeling. Just being confident within yourself as a model first.
What's the pros and cons to the social media impact of modeling? Like what would you say is the good things about it and the bad things when it comes to, you know, social media and modeling?
Oh, that's a great question. So when it comes down, I'll start with the bad. You know, it's other models out here.
Instagram models.
And other models too. And that's the negative side of it, I will say.
Okay.
That people will try to exploit you. And it's not a good look, honestly. But, you know, I'm not knocking the ones who do it, but that's not the type of modeling that I do.
That's real.
I'm a real model. I like to go on the runway, you know. And yeah. The pros of social media, I will say, are just the exposure that it can bring to you. So, like, I've been noticed, I guess you could say, or like agencies watch my page all the time. You know, I apply. And yeah, it's just one of those things where social media is just you putting yourself out there to the world. And I'm a content creator, and I do this because I love doing content, but it's just one of those things where lately I've just been kind of bagging away from. Yeah, probably gonna switch to the YouTube spectrum soon is what I've been thinking.
YouTube,
I have a cousin, I have a cousin, Tammy Talks TV, and she always tells me to merge over to YouTube. So I kind of been in the transition phase, I guess you could say, with my content and social media, just switching more over to YouTube with that sector, I guess you could say. But in other words, when it comes down to the positive impact of social media with modeling, definitely just the exposure that it could bring to you and agencies seeing your page. And yeah.
Is it in modeling, is it important to have a team around you, you know what I'm saying, to do everything, or do you do a lot of stuff solo and just like a few people?
I do have like friends, like my model friends, or I guess you could say like my group.
Yeah, I feel that.
And like my cousin, who also, she always helps and assists me with a lot of my events that I do. She's definitely a big help. So it is important to have like a support system behind you, and, you know, supporting what you do, and not only that, but giving you advice for everything. Yeah.
So, all right, when it comes to when you do photo shoots and then like with the runways and stuff like that, give me the difference and, like, you know, just before the preparation and the difference between the two.
So photo shoots are kind of more laid back in a way, because I mean both are the same preparation wise. I like to have a model bag anywhere I go.
Okay.
Standard model bag is just having your makeup essentials, undergarments and stuff like that. I always like to have extra clothing on me too, just in case, especially for photo shoots and for runway shows as well, because you never know what could happen. Or if it's another piece that a designer has, you could piece something up together with it, because I style myself often. I do want to mention, I do have on currently at this time a JLX Couture skirt. She turned the shorts that I had ordered from Subi into a skirt. And so JLX Couture, she's another designer that is in my show. But anywho, back to the question. I kind of lost my track.
Oh no, you good. You all good. I just wanted to know. I mean, I can see the difference, but just what's harder to prepare for? Or is it a different kind of mindset
Right,
you got to get in?
So yeah, regarding like preparation, it's the same thing. It's all the same. Yeah, just making sure you have all of your essentials, extra clothing, mentally prepared to be, you know, around a lot of people, especially like with the runway shows. Ain't no telling how big a production could be. I mean, LA Fashion Week obviously was probably the biggest production that I ever attended myself as a model, and it was chaotic. Like, I had never seen nothing like that before. Still to this day, like, I've never seen another fashion week as chaotic as that was. Like, it was a lot going on, you know. People were getting makeup done, and it was like we were all in this space together. So it's just, you know, mentally prepare yourself to be around a lot of people, networking with people, meeting people. I'm big on, you know, networking and opening up. Every time I go into a room, I'm going to speak. Like, I'm going to speak. I'm going to make sure that it's known, hey, I'm Kennedy. Like, that's just how I am. I like to, you know, introduce myself, network with folks when you out and about, because you never know who you can meet.
That's real. So, and too, I want to speak on, because you just started doing runway, you said in
2 years ago.
20 years.
Yes.
So when you first started doing it, was you nervous for it? And how do you feel from your first time to now doing it? What's the difference?
Okay, I will say, like, I did not have any training at all the first time I did a runway show. But I was not nervous.
Okay.
I feel like I was born to do it. I don't know. Like, it's funny, the pictures that, for my first runway show that I had back in 2023, those pictures, they're actually like on my LinkedIn profile as my cover photo. I love those pictures. And that was a thing, like, I didn't know what I was doing, but I made it look great.
That's real.
I made it look so good. So yeah.
Good improviser.
Yeah, but now, obviously, I mean, I have more training on the runway. Way comfortable. You know, I do turns, you know, a little extra here and there.
Yeah.
So it's fun. You know, it's a lot of fun once you really like get some actual training and you know what you're doing. You look good. You feel good. So yeah, it's fun now.
And you've done a lot of photo shoots. You know what I'm saying? You said you started off doing that first.
Yes.
What would you say is your favorite photo show, or what's like your top 3? I know it's hard to just pick one.
Recently I had did a Photoshop network with this lady. Give me a minute to think of her name. I'm so sorry. I'm not good with names, but I'm so good with faces, and she's the sweetest lady. More of the story, there was a photo workshop, can't think of her name right now, photo workshop that I did, and it was down on the south side. It's funny because I did rehearsals there for a fashion show at the High House. And I'm going, matter of fact, if you don't mind,
let
me get that right now. I gotta say her name because she's amazing. Elise, boom. Elise P. Beauty, boom. I'm sure like I was close. So yes, Elise P. Beauty, she invited me down for a photo workshop with Amanda Evans Photography, who was hosting. And pretty much what the deal was, she asked a couple models to come in, she do our makeup, and we did a photography workshop with the other photographers that Amanda had present there in the room. So it was 2 different rooms that we did a Photoshop in. That was probably like the best photo shoot I ever did, actually. And I say that because I got full glammed down. My hair was already done, but the makeup was everything. I had got done by a student. I cannot recall her name right now either. I'm not great with names. But she did an amazing job on makeup, one of Elisa's students. And it was just the best like photo shoot that I ever had did, because there was a lot of different photographers that were there. I think it was about 12 at most. And so they were all taking pictures of me at the same time. I feel like I was on a magazine cover or something like that. You know? So if I had to say like my favorite photo shoot, it was definitely that one.
How long do that process take to, you know what I'm saying, for your hair, to get your makeup done, everything? How long is that process?
model maintenance.
Yeah.
That's what I call it.
Model maintenance. Yeah, I like that. ML.
And it all just depends, I guess, on what look I want to go for, because I am the type of model that I do like to switch up my hair often. I don't have a set look. Some models have a set look, signature look, I guess you could say.
Okay.
Where like, they had, shade, or like I like distinct looks. Me, I like to switch up my look often. I don't know, you never know who you're gonna get with me, type of thing. But model maintenance, and when it comes down to it, it can be tedious. Going to have to get your toes done, making sure your eyebrows up to par. I wear press-ons. I am a press-on girly because I like to switch my nails up often as a model, especially when I'm doing different photo shoots. I do prefer for my nails to match my outfit, as you can tell.
Yeah.
So that's why I decided to switch on a press-on maybe 3 years ago now.
Okay.
I don't like to go and sit at the nail shop and get full sets. Even when I go get my toes done, like I'll get a pedicure maybe every month, but I go and get polish change. Like I'm an in and out type of person. Sometimes I do my hair on my own. I can do my makeup if I need to. So I am grateful that I do have, some abilities on my own before I have to go and pay the next person to do so, like hair. But most of the time, braids is cool with me.
Yeah.
Or just, something simple, not too major, just for the runway. But yeah, model maintenance is something.
Yeah, and I got 2 daughters. They're gonna be watching this, so I know they're gonna be, especially one of my daughters. She's super into everything like that. So yeah, I'm most definitely gonna have to get them on. They're gonna love this for sure.
Okay.
I had to shout them out one time.
Yes.
Hold on, let me see where I'm going. Wait a minute.
I believe her name was Gabriella that did my makeup. I had to throw that in there.
Oh yeah.
Yes, she did an excellent job on my face. Yes.
Yeah, shout out to her. What's coming up next for you? What should we be expecting? And what's your short-term goals and your long-term term goals?
Absolutely. So, of course, what's coming next? Fashion and Furious 2025,
most
October the 7th. Say the date, 7 p.m. Doors open at 6 for VIP. Super excited about my 2nd annual fall fashion show event. That's what's most coming up next. And then I got another show coming up on October the 30th that I just got accepted to, Project Runway. Looking forward to that event as well. There's also another show on November the 9th that's coming up as well. So there's a few local shows coming up. Oh, not to mention, I am going to attend Chicago Fashion Week this year on October the 18th. So rewind. Okay. Come back a little bit. So I am attending one of my homie shows out there. Support your homies. Conte himself, my guy, Chicago. Y'all represented for sure. So yes, I will be out there in attendance for that show as well. I did do an application to volunteer, but I ain't hear back yet. But I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, it's coming. But I'm looking forward to that event as well.
Yeah.
But that's really what's up and coming next. Of course, my show, then a few other local shows that are going on. Chicago, going back out there for some more stuff. So I'm looking forward to it. Definitely trying to connect with more creatives out in Chicago. I will say that, because y'all right next though. And man, them Chicago models be killing it. Like real.
Shout out to them.
In regards to like long-term goals within this modeling industry or just the creative industry as a whole, I want to throw shows in different cities. So not only here in Milwaukee, but I want to throw shows in Atlanta. I want to do shows in Chicago. I want to do shows in Texas. And Texas is big, so I can't just limit it to one. Houston, Dallas, all of it.
Facts, that's a fact.
So eventually I will get there. And I will host fashion shows in other cities as well. I'm more leaning towards the production side when it comes down to long term, but I do also aspire to be a sign model as well, preferably.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry to cut. What goes all into planning events and putting it all together? Give me a little breakdown of that.
Planning events it's a tedious thing if you make it tedious. Honestly, I like to have fun when I'm planning my events, but also know like the production side is taken care of. Okay. And that's mainly what I do. Pretty much when I'm putting together fashion shows, I just try to ensure that I'm making things as easy as possible for my designers and models that are participating. Why? Because I don't like to waste nobody's time.
Yeah, that's real.
TME. Rest in peace, Miles. I live by that though, y'all. Time does mean everything, and I don't like to play with nobody's time because I don't like for nobody to play with mine. And so that's why I'm just, I like to just make sure I'm mindful of that.
Yeah, that's real.
Yes.
Yeah, dropping a lot of jewels, man. I love it. As far as upcoming models and the youth out here, what advice would you give them? Just life advice.
Life advice in general.
Life advice, model advice, anything you want to go with. Just advice for the youth.
Stay in school. Read your books first and foremost.
That's a fact, for real. Especially here in Milwaukee.
Good grades. Read your books, and this just in general advice. For young aspiring women that would like to be models, I say attend model calls. If you're not active on social media, because depending on what age group I'm talking to, but there are a lot of opportunities that you can find, like through Milwaukee Fashion Week pages and whatnot, to come and attend, to audition for model calls. I also, this upcoming December, I would like to host a model workshop that I'm still curating, so I'm not going to say too much about it yet.
Okay.
But I do want to host a model workshop for the youth.
Yeah.
So just trying to get the youth more involved with modeling and just, teaching young girls. I actually just saw recently a mutual that I follow on Instagram in Chicago. Her Instagram is the Catwalk Global.
Okay.
Her name is Tiara. I just saw recently she did something similar not too long ago. She did like a workshop or a convention thing, and it kind of inspired me in a way to like think about the Milwaukee youth here and the young girls here. Like, okay, these young girls want the model.
Yeah.
They hungry.
I'm with that.
So it kind of inspired me. But I kind of also had the idea because I do know a few side models that I want to invite here to the city to bring out and just to show the young girls, something new, something different that they could explore into. Because, there's a lot of things that girls can do. Go play sports, be a cheerleader. But, like, when it comes out to the modeling, just ensuring that you're receiving great training and stuff like that. It could just be one of those things where it can be hard to get started at a young age within the modeling industry. And it can also be costly in some ways. Luckily, the workshop that I'm going to have is going to be more than affordable for the youth, because I definitely want to just open that opportunity to just show young girls like, hey, this is something else you could do too.
Yeah, trust it. Just love everything you saying. You really, like I said, dropping a lot of jewels, dropping a lot of gems for the youth. And that's what we need in the city, especially with these young girls. They gotta see beauty in themselves. It's a lot of beautiful young girls out here, and I love that you're showing that confidence for them. They gotta have the same confidence. I love what you bring for us. So
thank you. I appreciate it, Johnny.
You already know. Before we get out of here, any shout outs you want to give, and give your information where they can find you at social media. You said you got a YouTube coming,
yes,
and where they can come support you.
So I actually did make the YouTube,
okay,
but I got a post. So it's Ken Vogue. Ken Vogue LLC is my business. That's what I represent. You can find me on Instagram at kxn.el. In my bio, you can find all of my links there regarding LinkedIn, any social media platform that you can think of. It's more than likely on my Beacons link right in my bio that you can find, and find me anywhere on there. Other than that, what was the other question?
Any shout outs you want to give to your people?
Yeah, shout out to my mother. Shout out to my father. And shout out to God, of course. And shout out to the Milwaukee creative community. And that's just so many people. So I don't want to just limit that to one. So I'm going to say the creative community as a whole, because we are all in this together. At the end of the day, we going to have to support one another. I love clapping for those who clap for me, but even those who don't clap, I'm still going to clap too. You feel
that's
me?
real. That's
because,
real.
Hey, man, we all we got. So yeah, that's how I look at it. Shout out to y'all.
And I'm trying to get my vlog game together. I go to like basketball events and I like meet up with an artist, get him in the studio and stuff like that. So I'm going to come up to a show, man.
Okay, I would love
like
that.
Get some background stuff, vlog stuff one day. So I'm happy we got in contact.
Thank
I
you.
love that you came on the platform and spread came and shared your story with us. So
Thank you.
I really appreciate you.
Thank you so much, Johnny. I appreciate you and your time.
You already know. This is JonnyBeeTV, y'all. Love.